Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I'm your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop, and it's time to go back to the theater. And this is a very different take on the 100 Acre Woods we've come to grow and love. It's a horror version, but will it be a bloody good time, or will it make me say, oh bother? My review of the 2023 horror film, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, coming up now. Set in the 100 Acre Woods, a day comes when Christopher Robin must part with his friends such as Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, and he has to go away to college to become a doctor. When his friends have a tough time fending for themselves, they begin to starve and start to go crazy. The gang decide to make a pact and kill all humans. When Christopher Robin returns to his childhood stomping grounds, he finds them to be very different. So what did I think of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey? I thought it's a ghastly horror film. It's directed by Reese Frake Waterfield, best known for directing films such as the Area 51 Incident, The Killing Tree, and Fire-Nado. It, of course, is a horror retelling of A.A. Milne and E.H. Shepard's Winnie the Pooh books. Winnie the Pooh is in public domain, so that's how this film could be made, but just because you could doesn't mean you should. In the right hands, the premise could be fun and bizarre, but the execution here is terrible. It starts off with an animated prologue, which has some nice animation. Unfortunately, from there, it's all downhill. First off, these costumes look horrendous, and never once did I buy that these could be actual characters. The killers look like hicks wearing rubber masks, and their hands covered with human gloves. Some of the kills can be okay, but it's nothing we haven't seen done better before. There's a ton of weird editing choices, and some lighting issues where it's hard to see what's going on. Of course, there are a slew of horror movie cliches, but here they somehow feel worse than they usually are. If this film embraced the camp, it could have been a little better, but everything is played super serious here and very straight. There are a handful of laughs, whether it be intentional or not, but Pooh throwing a decapitated head at a windshield did get a laugh out of me at least. There's no real story other than the characters trying to survive, and it just gets to be dull and surprisingly forgettable after a while. There's no likable characters either, with the focus being on this group of girls visiting the woods for a getaway, and they have no character traits at all. The ending is atrocious as well. The music feels off. If it's not making your ears bleed with loud, supposed-to-be scary music, there's times it sounds more like a Mission Impossible soundtrack. Awful performances all around from the cast, starring Nikolai Leon as Christopher Robin, the young man who comes back to reunite with his old friends to find a big surprise, Craig David Dowsett as Pooh Bear, the once lovable silly old bear who's gone mental, Chris Cordell as Piglet, Pooh's best friend who's also now a killer, and Maria Taylor as Maria, the university student whose therapist recommends a weekend getaway, which leads her and her friends to the 100 Acre Woods. There's also a sequel that's been greenlit as well, as other takes on classics such as Bambi and Peter Pan. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey could have been a slasher flick that's so bad it's good, but I thought it's just all bad. Number-wise, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10, which gives it the A-list rating of, I only got 2 words for ya, suck it. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/westtroupaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd @WesAList. Until next time, Troop out.